Hello, Zena. What is this maze? This is the mine shafts. It's part of the overworld, kind of. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Avi. I'm glad it's identifiable as a maze, though, because that was kind of the vision for this. Hello, Savory. Hello, Silver Burp. We are working on the overworld, the entrance to part 8. Yeah, it's definitely a maze, or it's definitely very maze-like looking, which is good. We want this to feel like a maze, but not to actually play like a maze, if that makes sense. When the game drops, do you plan on making media kit available with SSPNGs for content creators playing it? I have never heard of a media kit. What does that mean? I mean, I can imagine what it means from the words involved, but like, you know, like actually what is in there. We have a new beta overworld. Hello, Bioback. Look at this new beta overworld. This looks so test level-y. You know what I mean? It's like when you look at a game and you find like a secret test level, this is what they look like. I'm kind of happy it just naturally turned out this way. Here's the Goomba pit. Here's the occlusion plane. The courses. That's where the retro section is. The power-ups and the side levels. I might leave it in for the data miners.
Are we doing any Yoshi shopping today?
Yoshi shopping? Yoshi shocking! Oh. No. I think the Yoshis are free to move. Yeah, like our dark, I mean, it literally becomes pitch black. He just dies at the end. Well, I was gonna put a decal here. And then this is the exit. But we need a character to move the star. I'm not 100% sure on what that is yet. Oh, I see.
Wiki
Not a
facts.
boo.
Remember the old days when walking through a warp would make Mario disappear? I fixed this. I saved Mario 64. If your Mario 64 ROM hack includes Mario disappearing, then I disagree.
I remember that Kakidef, and I think I have to change that mechanic, because the way it's implemented looks a little bit janky. I think what we actually have to do is just keep simulating Mario's movement, but lock his input direction to full forward or something like that. Was you mentioning something like this at the end? If you're doing boosts, there could be a switch at the end that opens a path and the light coming in kills the boo.
Feel like. Where's the
Oh.
programming?
Maybe? Okay, first of all, we need an OST. Something to listen to. I don't know what happened to ROM hacking. I don't care. Not my monkey, not my circus type situation. Pikmin OST. Honestly, that's a good idea. If he keeps dodging you, I would need to add a new tunnel so he can keep going in a circle at the end. So I don't really want to do that. I was thinking more like a friendly character. A ghost Yoshi? Would a ghost Yoshi help you? Oh god. These all look terrible. That's actually pretty cute.
Welcome to another round of try to spot all the deviant heart fetish art whenever Kaze uses Google Images.
Don't try to spot the deviant fan art. Here goes Yoshi. I have a... Okay, what would the tweak be? The AI one? I don't see an AI one. Oh no, have I become a boomer and now I can't tell AI art anymore? I actually don't see AI here. At the top. Is this AI? Ah, it looks kinda AI, yeah. Suppose that might be. So at the end we need to put a door here that only goes down after you collected the star. True, the hands do look a little fucked up. I'm not really someone that actively looks for AI, so I wouldn't really notice. Me when all my pigments go home. Except for one that I missed, and he's brutally being eaten by wild creatures. You hit a level and you don't see the Yoshi straight away. You just see the illuminated path in the distance, and every time you get close, Yoshi moves to the next path very fast, so you never actually see him. You can look at him at the end when you arrive, and he talks to you, and maybe it's just Mr. Yes. Yes, I do like that. That sounds like a pretty easy tweak. You should just disappear at the end, no text box. I think no text box is a better vibe for this. Who dares write me at this time? Oh, Akare is done with their playtest. Nice. I will watch that later. That's true, Biomega, I agree. And then at the end, the Yoshi just disappears without ever revealing himself. I think that'd be pretty cute. Let me parameterize this. Maybe we crank up the distance target to 2000. Alright, Zaina. Bye-bye. Yeah, first place or nothing. If you don't get first place, don't bother coming back home. Yeah, you can kind of see him a little bit there. And here too. Is it fine if you can, like, catch glimpses of him like that? I think it's fine. But we can also still increase this. Make the distance target a little higher. the fade range as well. That's a glimpse. Yeah, I think that's great. Yes, at the end I will fade them out. Of course. You said you have a model already for a Ghost Yoshi Biovac? Let's put it in right away. Is it what? The fuck? Why did I read that? Did Zayna say that? What the fuck? My brain bugged out? Reminds you of something? Like a Ghost Yoshi, maybe? Okay, let's just design a Ghost Yoshi then. Fuck it. Shouldn't take long, we can just base it off the Yoshi model we already have. Hello, Selton. Also, guys, I'm gonna be honest, if they don't fix the YouTube Studio where you have to lock yourself in soon, I am going to lose my mind. I'm just going to stop using YouTube Studio. I will stop reading any comments you guys post. It's part 5. And after this you get to part 8. Vibe check. So you get to part 8 here. There's a big sleepy bump. What if he's like fully asleep until he gets some amount of stars? And then slowly, like maybe at like 30 stars you can get in. Just a random star barrier, which is like a time barrier. I think that's a good idea. Fully asleep at first. It's like at 30 stars. What's the story behind Ghost Yoshi? He fell down before. He's their latest victim. I just made that up. I don't know if that's official lore yet. The rule is still out on that one. I also noticed we are quite tight on RAM in the main level. or in the overworld. So we might actually have to make more side levels out of stuff like the lighthouse, but that shouldn't be a big deal. He had a mysteriously glowing transparent fruit that was growing on the super heavy tree, but then he was crushed by a falling boulder and dust. Actually run out of course IDs? Yes. Hello, Rainer Hase. Honestly, we don't need any complicated tricks here. They put penis music in Pikmin. Hey, there we go. I'm thinking he should be like a light cyan Yoshi. Like this should roughly be his color. Light cyan but yellow lights. To do Fresnel. I don't know what Fresnel is. You know what? I will let you handle that Fresnel stuff if you want. Spectrum model edges are sharp in Blender actually impact the way it's rendered in 64? Yes. But these are UV seams, I think. What the fuck? Oh no, those were actually sharps. Okay. The sharp splits the normals, so they're not smoothed. So you actually get sharp edges. Why can I not rotate it this way? What the fuck? Its rotations are locked. How is this going on? What the fuck? There we go. That was weird. Hello, Mr. Poe. I think that makes them look very ghostly. Sabra. Bra. Why are you calling him bra? What's up, bras? Wow, this looks fucked up. Wait, is this supposed to go across his whole body? Is that what Yoshi looks like? The eternal glow factor. I see, I see. Local man doesn't know where Yoshi's body stripe goes. Immediately loses 15,000 subscribers. Honestly, that's realistic. If I went on YouTube and I said I don't know where Yoshi's body stripe goes, I might actually lose 15,000 subscribers. Like if I uploaded a whole video that was just me saying that, yeah, it's over. That should work. Who said restream IO? Wait, you're getting messages from restream IO? What the fuck just happened? That was scary. Alright, what do you think of Ghost Yoshi? think his arms are a little long. That looks a lot more ghostly. Have you guys seen the videos of the cats that's like Google Earth zooms in and then the cat goes? That's what this reminds me of. Will he be transparent? Yes. I will send him after you, Bioback. Come on, there we go. Ghost Yoshi. I need some transparency. He has transparency. His pupil color. Oh, that's not so easy because of the textures used. I can't believe no one talked about the videos I just talked about. You guys haven't seen it at all? That's crazy. You gonna add right when I was explaining? Dang. You missed the best AI generated cat meme of all time. Have you seen the video of Mario running from police? How did he escape into our realm? Mario in Vice City. You guys remember that video from fucking 16 years ago? With the stupid claymations? That's good old 2009 YouTube. The 20s. Or the zeros. Okay, while we wait for that, we can make a door that opens in the end. As soon as you have the star. Good old 1900s YouTube. True. Had to think for a second if YouTube existed at that point, but no. It's like just a couple years too late. You know what? Just to make sure it doesn't look buggy when someone goes really fast. How old were you when your parents let you browse unrestricted through the internet? 13? 14 maybe? Or, well, what do you mean by unrestricted? Like... Because I still had a time limit at that age. I think the time limit went away when I was like maybe 18. I was allowed like 1 hour of PC a day. Or actually, I think it went away when I was around 17, because that's when I started ROM hacking. Because then I was like, yeah, I'm actually working on stuff on my computer. Like, I'm not just playing video games. And they were like, okay, fine, you can spend more time on the computer. Did homework? How could you work with a time limit? Well, when I was that age, homework wasn't on the computer. Besides, there's no way I ever spent an hour a day on homework. The most I ever spent on homework in like one day was maybe 40 minutes. And that's because of Latin classes. The Latin homework I had was always so much compared to everything else. I don't know if I just sucked at Latin, but Latin was rough. They'd always give us probably like maybe 30-ish sentences in Latin to translate. And they were like difficult sentences from like big Caesar speeches and stuff. I don't know, maybe it was the teacher. I know that in my Latin class though, except for very few people, no one did their homework because it was so much. Yoshi has been expedited. Let's see what you got for me. What the fuck? What did you do? Shade color alpha? Oh, I see. Well, we do need the multiplication with prime alpha. That looks crazy though. Yeah, he looks pretty great. That's a cool effect. Okay, I see. Yeah, I don't know why make cyclic doesn't work, but that should be fine. Has scale is not defined. My scale not defined. Fucking, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. What is that even supposed to mean? Has scale or GFX. Okay. It's in the geo layout? It's something in the geo layout. It's not working. Why are these all custom comments? What? When did that happen? Did you do that? Okay, apparently it was the custom comments that somehow got put into that. I didn't even know that was a feature until just now. Very nice. Yes, we will have this error from now on every time we export anything from FAST64. And I don't know why. It seems to work on other repos. Such file directory. What? It's right here. I am so confused by this. Neither one of these two works. I think something's wrong with our build system. Yeah, I'm not good enough at to make file. We figure this one out. What the fuck is this thing up here? This is complete nonsense. All of these 07s. I can't tell if the error here is that the files are linked wrong or that it's not even trying to build the stuff in the folder of the level. No rule to make targets. Levels, mineshaft, ghost Yoshi, items. Needed by Mario Anim data? Why is this needed by Mario Anim data? What the fuck? Hello, the Lord Matt. What did we do to Mario Anim data and then this would be required? That sounds insane. Is it maybe Arthur Tilly's tool for quaternions? I don't think he hard-coded the level names in here. Yeah, I'm actually out of ideas. But this could possibly just be wrong. Are we unable to do animations at all right now with the extra courses? What's the Overworld? Sure. Yes. Let me try to delete the animations, see if that works better. Something bizarre is going on. Oh, this doesn't work either. Lost Yoshi model.inc. So I was thinking program in R2II. No idea. Okay, I don't think it's author's tool then, if the model just doesn't build. Also, no such file or directory. How can this be? It's right here. Oh, I see. I'm so upset. I blame Leela's Fast64 update. It made it so that the paths are no longer correct. And I think that might have been the whole issue, and not anything with the build file. This is what we need. I mean, it's a good change, it just sucks that it doesn't work for me. Okay, there we go. Redefinition of Ghost Yoshi Arm 2. Where else is it? Apparently it exists twice. Where is it being redefined? Oh. So we exit twice somehow. That makes sense.
It's a new club that plays really great hardcore techno for really hip young crowd.
More issues. See, this is why assembly hacking is nicer. You don't have to deal with this bullshit. No rule to make target levels, mineshaft, Yoshi, anim idle. Needed by Mario anim data. What? This doesn't even exist. Assets Mario anim data, let's see. Huh? Okay, so what's going on is that Mario anim data.c is a file that's dynamically generated by the build and build time. Something about this file is cursed. What if I just rename it and delete this whole thing? What happens then? ghostidol.inc. Maybe it's the .001 in the file name that just doesn't work somehow. Now it works. Now Mario's not trying to use Yoshi's animation because there was a 001 in the file name. Or a space in the file name. There is some bug in Arthur's tool. Anyway, we got it working now, so I am happy with this. It's fine. We can work with this. Everything will be fine. Let's take a look at him in-game. See if it looks good. Pictures are too big. Oops. We need a gate at the end. So this gate opens and then you can leave. That's after you get the star. Dude, and then we finish the whole star on stream today. Wouldn't that be sick? You cheat by making a lower stream. Fair enough. I did cheat. Dude, I'm actually really happy with the system for this. It's so easy to use in this level. And it looks decent. And it's somewhat cheap to render as well. Well, okay, maybe not. But it works. What the fuck is this texture? And then we get to import the bomb. And the bomb looks so funny, I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow for my birthday we can do a big birthday stream. And then we can get a lot of stuff done. And I know I've said this before, but I'm saying it again. So everyone knows that tomorrow is my birthday party. And everyone's invited. Except the stinky kids. The stinky kids are not invited. It's important. It's GTM. Yes, I will just work. Well, okay, here's the thing. I would love to play Aglab's Mario Adventure 2 hack. It looks super cool. And maybe I want to play it. But also, I already know I'm just gonna get upset at Mario's movement again. And I don't wanna have a bad time with this game. So maybe it's a bad idea to stream that game. You see you do a bench press PR for your birthday? I'm not in PR shape right now. I had an injury here Or, well, not here, on the back of my triceps. So I couldn't actually do bench for a bit, which sucks. I'm gonna go get some water. Be right back. Wrong headphones. Shikab is actually a vase for flowers? It might be. Maybe I am like a flower, you know? Take care of me and I will flourish. Want something with a nice sharp in the shadow, please? What are you on about? I'm like a flower. What you mean? Let's give him a very transparent shadow. Six, 401. That's too big. You know, my daughter is starting to understand her first few words of English, and it's pretty funny. I guess it's actually not funny. Never mind, it's only funny to me because I'm her dad. Like beefing from a perspective of more professional Rebecca while waiting for bioback rework. Do I have to? Very fun. I can't tell how serious you are. Because on one hand I can imagine you kind of like the vibe, on the other hand you put 3 smileys and the game doesn't look very fun. You did it, it was 50% fun. Okay, that sounds about right. That's in line with what my expectations were. Very nice understanding, makes you feel like you're playing a forbidden build of the game, and the other habits maybe just catch that. Oh, we added because he was whining. Sounds about right. I feel like we could pull off something like the 3313 very easily. I feel like we could make a level of that quality in like, I don't know, like 3 hours, 4 hours top. Actually less than that. But you just have to mash it together. And then use vanilla textures. The fact that you can just use vanilla textures really is what will make the workflow so much faster. And it's so low poly too. Where's the Yoshi? Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Right? Why am I not dying? I didn't set the model ID? I didn't export the level. I did not hit the extra level button. Sometimes between audio and sound in your measurement. You mean here? The audio is the RSP and the sound is the CPU. Oh, he's right there. He went through the door. That makes sense. He moves constantly. I agree that the way he moved just now was too difficult. Non-headphone mode already has 3D audio. Oh, I know why. Maybe? I did something weird here. Let's do this differently. Well, doing it around the corner is a little difficult, but I will make him wait like a couple of units in front of you. Okay, that was a mistake here. So you moved the audio processor to improve performance. What? How did you get that idea? I don't remove any fidelity. Okay, he fucking jolted out. What the hell? That was difficult. Oops. I need to make Mario actually look forward when you spawn. Or the camera, rather. It's important. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I need to stop using fast forward like that. He does this corner so fast that it's like impossible to catch up. Interesting. Maybe we need to reduce the base velocity a lot. And maybe also the distance target. Discern is hard to know which way he goes. Okay, hopefully that's slightly improved now. Honestly, this one's easy, right? OBJ outside bounce X. What? Oh, what am I even doing? How did this work at all? This should not have worked at all, not even close. Oh, like it could be coming from the right. I see what you mean. Okay. Let's give him animations and actually use this. Oh, I see. This is also an issue. How was he? Oh, I see. Okay, it's because we were setting for him. Okay, quite a few issues here that are all easy to fix. He changed his colors. I can tell. This is not the blue I put in. At least I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Hello, Palarus. Hi, have a nice day, everyone. Wait, that sounds like you're both saying goodbye and hello. Okay, I'm still setting the trim in the actual actor. Let's remove that. Now we should have a perfect Yoshi after we extern this function here. I think we have all the puzzle pieces together now. So you can have an ice... Ooh! Alright. The big ice cap stream tomorrow.
Why are you telling me all this? What are you trying to accomplish, huh? Was I some kind of toy
Aloha means hello and goodbye. Interesting. Translated into English literally. You are allowed to say a full sentence. What would you translate it to? Yo, why the fuck is he purple? Who made my Yoshi purple? Yo. Apparently we do not have all the puzzle pieces together. And why he purple? What does that mean? I've read this before, what does it mean? Oh my god. That would do it. The bone name. The bone name will be and that will fix the issue. I hope. Good comes with the camera connected to the ceiling. I agree. But I haven't really figured out a good solution yet. I was thinking maybe we just move the camera lower. That's cool. You should not get the option to leave. Hello, Eknak. Regular, what looks like a world you have to follow the Yoshi. I'm a bit worried about that too, but the thing is, the slower you are, the slower the Yoshi goes. So however fast I'm going, you won't have to be going that fast. But we can make it even easier, just by a little bit. Let's think about a solution to the ceiling issue. Is this a valid solution? Just scale the whole thing up by a little bit? it might actually be the solution. That's what you would have done. I see. I mean, it is the cheapest, easiest solution, so... Can't be that bad. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. He's pretty easy to follow, I would say. And then this has to go back to the next overworld. And then the level is finished. And that has to stop after... maybe that has to stop after you collect the star. We can increase this a little bit. This wasn't quite high enough anymore. Okay, that's good. Time to make the warp. Time to open our big overworld again. 1.5 hours into the overworld stream, we open the overworld. Gonna take a while. I don't have a playlist. It's just YouTube autoplay. How many gigabytes does your worldwide plan file? It's like 15 megabytes. It's not a lot at all. Okay, Castle Grounds 1-7. Oh, we also need to put death warps here, now that I think about it. Also ground 5, 3, 8. And then to warp out should be around 7 and what did I say? 3, 8? 3, 5. Makes sense. Alright, let's see if all the warps work. We're gonna go in, we're gonna exit course, we're gonna jump into the hole, and then we're gonna go to the end and check if the warp out works. This should lead us to the opposite side of this. Okay. Die Melee-Server we can combine the cosmic org and burn on some Mundum so we can S-bend fly into the air. It was so funny to you. That sounds like the stuff a small child would do. Okay, that works. Oh no, I wanna be fast. You know, one way we could do this is whenever there is a line of sight between Mario and the Yoshi, or the camera and the Yoshi, that's when he speeds up. It works! We're behind the bomb. Now we just need to program the bomb. That's one side level done, dude. We finished the whole side level. That's so cool. Note that down. This 8 is done. This gets a plus. This is a plus, and this is done. Okay. Next, we need to make the sleepy bump. Yes, there's going to be a golf-like side level. That's also going to be extremely easy to do. I suspect most of these side levels will only take like a day to do. And the fact that this one was so fast proves my suspicion right. So this is not just good in terms of, hey, we finished a level, this is also good in terms of, hey, looks like we're gonna have the levels done pretty quickly. With some prompts, maybe. But that's all unimportant for now. Was very Kirkus bad for Daish? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, this wall? So it's about stealing the Yoshi Island core? If so, you could add the core in the game's title, maybe as the O in Yoshi's. The core is a heart. Like the heart on the heart fruit tree. The super happy fruit. Putting ice on stuff is very rare. Have you played Whomp's Fortress? That is my counter argument. This is like an adult version of the guys that go in and outside the fortress. That's the idea behind this. Means we're at the studio? I know. The one? No! It's this guy! What I'm making is supposed to be this guy here, but like a bigger version of it. Dude, what is going on? Why is it taking so long? What is it doing to this file? Is the mouse done? No? Why are you guys so obsessed with the ice? The ice from R64 don't work for what we're doing. Do I very much to stream tomorrow? No. I like to stream starting at 2. And I don't know how long I'm gonna stream, maybe until 5 or 6. Or maybe way longer. Although I also want to do my workout, so it's going to be limited amount of time on my end. Dude, this is such a weird default blend file setup. I need to do something about that. This is going to be my startup file now. I always start streaming at the exact same time. You never noticed? Sometimes I wanna stream, but then it's like, oh shit, I'm 50 minutes late. I guess I'll just skip stream. What's this one all about? He stops you from going to the next part until you have made enough progress. So at first he's very EP like this, and then over time he becomes less sleepy. That looks awesome. I don't give a fuck about the lights, that's the whole idea. We should make each eye movable individually, so he can have an evil expression. Shit. There we go. Okay. He starts like this, he's sleeping. After 30 stars, he's like half awake. Very, very eepy. You kick him in the face, he wakes up, and he goes evil. So this is what he's gonna look like when he's sleepy. And now let's make him evil. He's very upset. Like, why did you wake me up? How do you make sure the player will be on the other bump after they punch kick? We'll cheat. Texture on one of the eyelets. There is only one texture map. It's just one triangle like this. Okay, let's try to make him blink. That kind of works, honestly. Does it look somewhat natural? He blinks a bit much. He's a rock wall. Rock walls don't blink very much. I like it. What an evil one gonna do? He sends you to the mines, where the ghost Yoshi has to lead the way out. K-Dong is a new name. Now, how do I make sure it doesn't repeat? Last time Leela was yapping something about an animation editor. And I know it's not here. So just turn this off and that works. Do I actually do the bomb ass joke or not? Honestly, I don't know how that would work. That's my main issue with it. Motivation especially F. Look at him, he's angry. Make him sad when you hurt him? Well, you come out on the other side. So maybe as soon as you come out the other side, he just goes into the wall. Like you just see a cutscene of him going into the wall from here. From this side. And that's it. That's the end. Also just realized I never finished the UV map in here. Let me just do that real quick. There we kind of go. That should work as the UV map. LGTM. You kick him in. Well, do we like 3D model ass cheeks on the backside? Is that what you're saying? How would the player think to kick him in the ass? That's the question you're asking, I see. Well, the thing is, what if the player comes out of here, and then instead of kicking the bomb in the ass, they just continue? I'm absolutely on board with giving him butt cheeks. The thing is, I'm worried about the gameplay implication, because what if the player gets out of here and then they just leave? Do I have to redo the level? Every time they want to go here? What if they don't figure out to kick him in the ass? That's why I'm thinking the first time you're here, the bomb just moves to the side. Just because there is a worry that the player will just keep moving. Of course Bowser hired him. This is one of his most important employees. I think director should closing ban the player. Yes, that's what I would do. Use one more reddish. Nothing prevents the player from just moving forward though. What if they just don't kick his ass? They'll go here and then they're out. They think they have to redo all the mine shafts again just to enter this area. And they might just out of habit start redoing the area over and over. I'm worried players are gonna beat the mines like 5 times. Confused about when you exit. Well, that still doesn't prevent the player from just running away. We could do what the new Pokemon games do and just like turn the player around and have a text box appear like, oh no, don't go that way. No, 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 you can't go that way. No, 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 you can't go that way. How about this? We model his ass, and if the player walks away, he sees a cutscene of him going in. If the player kicks the butt, he also sees the cutscene. The player has a choice. Kick his butt or just leave him alone, but he goes in either way. How about that? So, Param 1 is in part 5. About a lot once, but before they try it again, thanks. No, that's disgusting. We're not doing that. How do you decide that which are not worth like time and energy to learn from the ones that do, or is it only by the console specs? I just do what I feel like. There's no system to it. So, like Mario Far, or I think it's in the butt. That scene of the opening. It's up here. And then yes, a switch case and a switch case. Talk to Mario if goes. We'll need to kick Mario far away. Walk off for kick. And then cutscene of Mario falling into the mines. There was another eye on the side, and if you try and talk to him when he's receded in the wall, he says, "I want to talk to you." I'm giving you the side eye if you couldn't tell. Funny, but no. Okay, but 3D model. I kind of don't want to look at this. Oh god, oh god, I can't show this on stream. I guess I just have to model a butt without anything to look at. Can one answer? Yes, you are correct. But we're just only going to hint at it. We're only going to hint at a butt. We're not actually like putting a full-on butt here. It's just kind of going to look like one. I want players to see this and be like, "Is that a butt? Am I crazy?" The text string is anus with this. No! We're PG-13. I think this is about as far as we can go. Hello, Arodeus Ariokusite. What the fuck is that name? Do I have jiggle physics? No. This is 100% a bot. For now, it looks like it, yes. But don't worry. We're going to smoothen this out in a way where it will no longer look like it that much. See, you can't even see it anymore. The butt is completely gone. Of course he's gonna go ilk. He's gonna go ilk every time you kick him, for sure. I don't know if that doesn't look too weird. Is you making a mistake? I'm doing the majority of, or, well, I mean, yes, I am doing the majority of it. But nowadays, Bioback helps a lot with reworking all the levels, and Badoop does all the music. Sauron did the retro section OST, and now he's doing some music fixes. So it's no longer just me doing everything. It used to be, but it no longer is. I think I've given him enough of an ass. What's the music conversion sequence music? 0 volt. Empty animation table. No. Fucking no. There's an animation right here. Are you kidding me? What? But going with Sauron's music, it's an amazing bass, but it needs a little bit of the Badoop shine. No. There's no way he can do that. It's impossible, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. Fix the issue. Oh, impossible. I mean, if you want to compose in the M64 format directly, I guess you can do that. Pretty sure that's what's required. Pretty sure the only people that know how to edit the credit sequence OST at this point is Sauron and God himself. Hello, Voiceal. That's the thing programmers like to say. But it has to be like an insane thing to work with. You know what I never tested? Whether the level we made even works properly on N64. It could be that what I did is so expensive that it's basically impossible to play the level. Let's see. Why is it only 8 milliseconds? What? We're iterating thousands of vertices every frame. It's 9 milliseconds. It's so hard to play with all this input lag. And that's a bug for sure. Oops. I thought it was an M64. It is an M64, but the M64, like, do you know what an M64 looks like under the hood? Like, you have to program inside the M64 for that credit sequence. Like, imagine I sent you a Blender file and I told you, oh yeah, don't move these 5 polygons. That's actually a program that spawns the flames. If you move those 5 polygons, the game's gonna crash. That's kind of what it's like. Actually, I wouldn't even send you the polygons. I would send you, like, the display list. Imagine I sent you, like, this snippet in your DMs. I was like, here's the model. That's kind of what it's like. And 990. He did already immediate M64. Why would this one be different? The M64 itself has code inside of it. There isn't just nodes in it. There's code to, like, fade all the layers and stuff. Redefinition of other bomb. Oh, I'm stupid. These pointers. Well, that's the fucked up part. I mean, yes, there surely is like relative offsets, but that's not even enough because you don't really have pointers on M64. I mean, my latest video explains this a little bit. He would polish the music as media and the viewers are uncovered to M64. I mean, maybe something similar to that is possible, but it's not easy to just convert to M64. There's a lot more to it, basically. When you test the game so fast without compiling it, I compile it. The wrong thing. Gonna have to play this on the OG Scalus motor? Yeah, I'm sure that will work. Good luck. How's this happening even though I cleared the parent? Bizarre. Prime Mario 64 Hex. It's just as good as the Drink Prime. This stupid ass feature doesn't work. And of course this is wrong again. I need to look into that. I can't live my life doing this over and over. I'm making just now the father bomb. I used to do that too. I was the goat of text editing. I can still do it. You wanna see me type in the moon jump code in the Mario 64? You have to go to 86120 and then you just do Louis T08034 LHT1 AFA0 from T0 and DT1 T120 and then you do Louis AT4220 SW AT B1BC from 20 JRIA and then an up. And actually don't forget the ND2030 and the BNEZ with the T1 to the end of the function. Good old moonjump code. Or if you want that as a Game Shark code, I can give it to you too. No one was doing the real Mario 64 hacking back in the day. It was just me, all by my lonesome. People were just using the tools. No one was making animations, like, how sad is that? I was the only one making animated characters. Until like 2022, until like literally 8 years after. It sounds like a sentence like Ragged would grab in your hand. Yep, true. Hello XPM. Honestly, I've seen a conversation of someone talking to someone with Wernicke aphasia, and they probably do sound like I just sounded. The fucking hex numbers. I mean, how did you do rabbit animations? The mermaids aren't even the only animated thing in Lost Impact. But no, it was... I wrote a converter for custom animations from Maya, and then you had to hex edit geo layouts together. And the first few animations I made were actually made in a hex editor, so I had to 3D animate in a hex editor. Basically, I had to like write out all the rotation values. And that was not viable. Parametric animate. Man, my function names are really terrible. I need to work on that. Hello, nothing. Okay, so let's make him EP at first. He's going to be set to animation frame 25, right? Yep. See if he's in there, it looks fine. I'm thinking of making a big series about all the optimizations, just be safery. And then maybe after it's done, if people like it, videos about the game design ideas. What the fuck? Okay, we're not going to be able to kick him in the butt like this, unfortunately. Also, what is going on with this rotation? Oh, I see. It's because we did not call this function. Warp is still too big. Okay. Keep in mind, these warps are not going to be in the final game. These warps only currently exist so that we can move around the overworld. In the end, the entire overworld is going to be continuous without any loading screens. Okay, there we go. It's the correct animation frame and everything. And now we just need to program kicking him in the face. He should probably say something to Mario, right? Did I apply the B frame to the wrong one? Well, of course there will be loading, but you won't get like the warp transition, so it's all going to be one smooth overworld. Ideally, you wouldn't notice that there's loadings at all, but I fear that is not possible. I fear we will have to drop a few frames no matter what. Yeah, we applied the B frame to the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Room system, I don't know what that means. God of War 4? I never played that, so I also don't know what that means. Okay. Now we just need to warp Mario as soon as you're far enough. How does this work? Well, we don't really need that, right? Mario should automatically just be down here, touching the hitbox. So for that we need to kind of like play a cutscene, I suppose. Disable delta time when the frame rate will hinge, so instead of pausing the game, it just briefly slows down. I don't use delta time. Okay, he definitely should not be rotating at Mario. And he needs to get angry. Fortunately, we can't just set a loop on him, so we'll go this way. Genres of Odyssey? Yeah, it's certainly just one-to-one copies. Okay, so when you die, you still get teleported behind them. That's obviously an issue. I see why. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, that's awesome. That looks awesome. It's gonna change the cutscene a little bit. We also don't have frame skip. The problem with loading while the game is running is that you can't just load while the game is running. The game needs to support that. Okay, so I kinda like this, but also we need to make sure the player actually falls into the hole here. And we need to put something over the wall that you can jump on. Alright, so next step is make the sun bump, and then make it so the player actually falls into that. Fix the warping out issue. That's something I need to do for sure. Where's my bugs list for this? The line share second option. That's the one. We need to add some code support for that, something like an extra warp ID that can be used. I think that's all I will do for today. We just gotta do the bump sun, we gotta make sure the player falls into the hole, which we can do by just cheating the player's position so that Mario cannot leave the hitbox anymore afterwards. Then we need to make the sun move down as soon as Mario lands. Shouldn't be an issue. We just need to give him the initiate time stop flag. Make a cutscene for that. And just move Mario down with him. Should be easy. So, until next stream, bye bye.